Well, hello there, and welcome to the vacation kingdom of the world.
It's been said that familiarity breeds contempt. Contempt may be a little too harsh to describe the way I feel about Disney these days, but there is, at least for me, a certain apathy bred by overexposure to anything, including Disney.
Do you know the way to the Magic Kingdom? Sure I do. But can you fly?
Before I started coming back to the parks in 2019, I hadn't been to a Disney property since well into the previous millennium. The vagaries and mundane tragedies of life had made Disney a distant dream, a place where parents took their children or something other people got to do, like adults, grown-ups, people with money. And I was none of those. All that changed when I met the woman who would become my wife. She wasn't rich, but she went to Disney every year. It was her thing, her indulgence, her reward for hard work, part of her mental self-care, and I was jealous. Shortly after we started dating, she took a trip to Disney with friends, and I realized just how jealous I was. All my memories of Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and fireworks so big I thought they were going to swallow me up came rushing back. When it came time to plan our wedding, our honeymoon didn't take much thought at all. Disney was everything in 2019, and Disney still thought of everything. We stayed on Disney property, we took Disney transportation, we ate the Disney dining plan. I even got Mickey Mouse ears with my name embroidered on the back. Take that, 9-year-old me. In 2019, there was still a strict cast member appearance standard, so everyone looked the part. Guests got welcome home in the morning and have a magical night in the evening. With extra magic hours, we could, and did, spend 17 straight hours in the park. And with Fast Pass, we could ride everything we wanted. Disney even smelled better than the real world. I did not want to leave. It was perfect. And it's not just me. Actual millions of human beings have walked through those gates. First memories, both literal and figurative, proposals, weddings, honeymoons, birthdays, anniversaries, celebrations of life, the defeat of diseases, and sometimes the last wish. The parks have seen and shaped all of those things. We walked through those gates together, whether we knew it or not. Then things changed.
And there is a feeling of now, of today.
First-timers will still find it magical because they literally don't know what they're missing. They don't know that they're supposed to be welcomed in the morning and wished good night. They don't know that cast members aren't supposed to be on their phones. They don't know that the woodwork on the Chamber of Commerce shouldn't be chipped or scratched. Then there's the portion of customers for whom Disney is just another amusement park. In fact, that's probably most visitors. On the opposite end of the spectrum are the pixie dusters. Those who live by the motto, my mouse, right or wrong. Finally, there's the rest of us. Disney diehards who are also realists and who know something is terribly amiss. The manner and degree to which Disney has changed isn't a question. But that's not what this is about. Those are the real things. The things that we can put our hands on or point to on a map are easy. It's the intangible way that familiarity robs us of the ability to experience newness that's hard. Disney was once the creative powerhouse, and it didn't matter what the medium was. Animation, live action, movies, television, toys, video games, parks, rides, experiences, stage shows, special effects, resorts, cruise ships, and most of all, storytelling. There was nothing Disney couldn't do. But that was before. Before what exactly, we can't be sure. Could it have been the pandemic, or maybe it was the return of Iger? Whatever it was, Disney went from being the creators of innovation to purveyors of variation. There is no more new, only the slightly different. Critics have been particularly hard on Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and I haven't glossed over its shortcomings either. Disney took a masterpiece, literally the most popular ride in the world, and cannibalized it for parts. Tiana got robbed. Robbed of her own experience, robbed of her identity, robbed of her dignity. The princess forced to wear hand-me-downs because they couldn't think of anything original for her to wear. But don't get it twisted. Perception isn't a function of age. Time doesn't actually care how old you are. If you ever traveled or moved as a kid, think about how that felt. The exploration, the possibility, the hope, and the discovery. That starts to go away. If you're in your teens or older, you already feel it. You just can't quite put your finger on it, and it doesn't get better. Eventually, there is no new anymore. There is no sense of wonder. You've seen it, tried it, tasted it, smelled it, and heard it all before, just in different combinations. That's why Disney, the real Disney, was so important. It could give back to us just a little of what time steals from us every day. Disney no longer does that, and I'm not entirely convinced they even want to. Disney and time are more like accomplices now. Time steals the new, and Disney pockets the memories and offers nothing in exchange. Guardians is just another coaster. Country Bears are literally reworked animatronics with new clothes. Tiana is an objectively worse version of an existing ride. And then there's the Epcot remodel. The company that rejected Edison Square because it wasn't strong enough to be a land concept can't even keep the lights on. At this point, bringing back 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea would feel like mind-blowing innovation. Is that pathetic or hopeful? Can't even tell anymore. Where we need to end up is innovation. We need the kind of innovation that gave us Mr. Lincoln. We need the kind of imagination that gave us Pirates, the kind of vision that gave us the monorail. We need the kind of reverence that gave us Spaceship Earth, and the kind of whimsy that gave us Main Street USA. And we need the kind of mystery that gave us Haunted Mansion. Multi-billion-dollar investments are great, but there's no amount of money that can buy the kind of real, practical magic that's produced in the human imagination. I don't know how we end up at that destination, but I think we might consider starting our journey at Chesterton's Fence. Disney's counting on the next generation. To them, everything will be new. For a while. And then it won't be. Disney, like an addict, will look for their next fix, their next injection of new blood, so the cycle will repeat. Never innovating, only iterating, until finally, even children are no longer impressed. This is why all the changes, great and small, matter more than anyone at the House of Mouse could ever realize. Disney and other stewards of our cultural touchstones have the dual responsibility to both preserve and innovate. Sometimes it's necessary to prune a branch to save a tree, and when there's no other choice, it's okay to take our memories. They were probably a little off anyway. Just give us something as good in return. Tell us a story. A new one. A good one. We'll listen. Memories don't ask for preservation. They demand it. Just ask anyone who is or knows someone who is in memory care. It's bad enough when time and pathology rob us of our childhood, but when corporations inherit our cultural touchstones, they also inherit the responsibility to treat them with care. Because when they fail, they don't just lose customers. They lose trust, something far more irreplaceable. Our belief that wonder can last. Thanks for listening to me. Now go make some memories.
Glittering mosaics done in hand-cut Italian glass, fused with silver and 14-karat gold.